Hello my YouTube friends, this is John at Left Handed Models, and this is an update on my motorcycle group build put on by Cliff at GI Mechanics Scale Modeling and Jamie G at Jamie G's Scale Model Garage. The group build goes from January 1st to October 3rd, and I've got a little progress on my motorcycle, and I wanted to show some people things you might run into if you build this kit, and some stuff I found out that wasn't aware of. So here we go. So this is what we got going on so far for the motorcycle group build, and because I wanted to show everybody the little tubing that comes with it, which I showed when it was all wrapped up. I still have some left because I'm not finished, and it's very tiny tubing. You probably can't even see that hole in there, I'll bet. Maybe. But first of all, the instructions. The stand is not very sturdy. I'm going to add some a clear plastic piece on the bottom of it. In the instructions, where it's showing certain things, it actually shows like this, the stock airbox. And so it looks like mostly the instructions were designed for the stock bike or modified from those instructions. But anyway, but there's no battery in it, and that sort of bothers me, but not really, because I don't think you'll be able to see it once I get it done. The carburetors, these are the cables. On a real bike, they're cables for the throttle. And when I put these four on, they got to be super glued. And they go to a little manifold that was in this other picture here that puts the four together to one, and the one then goes up to the throttle. And I don't have that run yet. Then yes, I did get it run. It's right there. As I was doing this, every connection with the rubber lines, I had to let it dry before I went on to do something else. The spark plugs, I put the hose on the spark plugs so I could do all those at once. And then I hooked them to the coils rather, because there are two on a 750 Honda, this old. And then I glued the coil on, and then I put each spark plug in separately and held it a little bit till it dried, and it's all super glued in. The brake lines, let's see if I can get this here. The brake lines, so far I still have them hanging out, and they're going to have to be rerouted a little bit. But the one on this side, the pin was not molded correctly. It had a bunch of stuff around it, and I couldn't clear it off. So I cut it off, drilled a hole, put a piece of wire in there, and then the wire fits in the brake line real easy. It's a little fiddly to put the brakes together and put them on. So I put the one side on and held it with a clamp, let it completely dry, and then did the other side. They connect together at the top, but it's not a connection you can see, so it's nothing to worry about. And then the fender sits on top of it, and then these. I put these in the fork. There's little holes and tube which I had to drill out, but I put them in there. I glued that part, let it sit overnight, and then came back and glued the other part. The rear, I don't have any wash on it yet. The rear wheel was not near as much trouble, but in my first update I showed I don't know what you would call them. They're almost like an inner tube, but they're hard plastic and they hold the tire closer to the rim so that it seals better, and therefore you need no glue. But unless you get it centered, it's real hard to come back around and how should I put this, to get the tire on at all. I built this first, which was a really good idea. It does not say to build it first, but once you start building, there's no kickstand, of course, because it's a race bike. Let's see now. The tank is ready to go. Got the petcock on and everything, and it looks like that's going to be fine. The pipes are ready. And so really for this update, this is about it. The next one I'll have the wash done and the decals on, and we'll look at it then. And so it's going good. I had one, not a race bike, but I had one of the first 750 Hondas, brand new in 68 or 9, something like that. And that did help because of getting the engine in the frame, knowing where it goes and stuff like that. The instructions are a little vague, so there is that. The braked rotors fit very close to the wheel like they should, and the one fit on perfectly. The other one I had to drill out because there was not enough room to get it next to the wheel, close enough so that the wheel would go on the front. It was I don't know, what is that, like 3 millimeters probably. And I just used my power drill and put the brake rotor down here and drilled straight down, and just a little tiny bit at a time. And because it was a hole that's well, it's bigger around than this. It's almost twice this big. So now if you'll notice my pointer, I sharpened the finger so it can point better. So next time my granddaughter comes, I'm going to have to tell her to use the pointer. Okay, so next will be a final. If you like my videos, please give me a like and a subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'm going to keep making them anyway. Thanks. Bye.